Respected physical education teachers and dear students, myself Praveen Mishra, PGT physical education teacher, express thanks to give me the valuable suggestion in my previous video. Today's session of topic is Unit 5, Nutrition and Sports. We'll discuss one by one. Now the first topic is concept of balanced diet and nutrition, and second topic is macro and micronutrients. According to this, the food sources and their functions. We'll discuss these topics one by one. Now the concept of balanced diet. What is the meaning of balanced diet? Balanced diet can be defined, which can be the different type of foods in a equal qualities and the quantities and their proportionates that needs to the calories, vitamins, minerals and carbohydrates and other type of nutrients in a properly amounts and adequately meet in your diet. Now the balanced diet groups, according to the classification, it will divide it on the several part, but we can discuss on the three parts of their foods. Now the first food groups are this, according to their cereals, according to their vegetables, the balanced diet can be distributed in the food groups. Now the first is cereals and millets. There are the many cereals and millets are there to include their food like a wheat, rice, jowar, bajra, ragi, etc. Majority the provided their carbohydrates. Cereals also provided their proteins, vitamin B, iron and their calcium. After that pulses are also include their whole and different type of dals, just like a red grams, Bengal grams, that is green grams, that is called as moong, etc. Pulses also provided their proteins, carbohydrates, vitamin B, especially the thiamines and niacin are provided in the pulses. Next is milk product. These groups are included just like a milk, curd, cheese, butter, paneer, khova and many more. The nutrients gives the good quality of protein, carbohydrates, fats, and that fats included their milk. According to that milk, they provided their calcium, riboflavins, irons and vitamin C. After that meat products included that food like a meat, fish, chicken, egg, and that products made with their different type of cheese. And this also that groups are major good qualities of protein and include their vitamin B and especially that retinol, because there are many animal products that is we are taken that liver. And last it is calcium basically found in fish. Next is nuts, oil and seeds. Nut and oil and seeds, that is a groundnuts, almonds, cashew nuts, til seeds and many more are the good sources of fats. They are also provided that proteins, उनके अंदर proteins होता है. After that vitamin B, calcium and other type of minerals they are provided. Next food groups are green leafy vegetables. That green leafy vegetable that likes a mustard, जैसे कि आप बोल सकते हैं सरसों. After that green leafy methis, spinach, palak. Green leafy vegetables are a good resources of carotene, that is vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin B, especially the riboflavin and folic acid. Iron are especially in sarso and different type of bhatas, and different type of fibers also present. Next is root type of vegetables. These are the proteins, and the sweet potato, and next is yam, etc. The major nutrients supplied by the root vegetables is presently in carbohydrates and carotene. Other type of vegetables also provided that brinjal, ladyfingers, beans, cauliflowers, etc. and that are provided their fibers, vitamins and some amounts of minerals. After that the fruits like a mango, apricots, oranges, papaya and are the rich carotenes. And the different type of citrus food that is called as vitamin C, that is present in orange, mosambi, amla. Different type of dried foods like a dates and guavas, and good sources of vitamin C and which are present in iron and fibers. Next group are classified according to their functions, and that functions can be distributed on the three basically groups. Now the first is energy given foods, second is bodybuilding foods, and third is protective and regulatory foods. Now first, energy food giving, basically present in carbohydrates and fat, and that foods are present in cereals, root and different type of turbers. Next is sugar and jaggery, because they are sweet content and especially present in simple type of carbohydrates. Fats and oil After that, bodybuilding food, basically where the weight lifters, where the weight quantity are required, that combined type of sports required, that is called as proteins. Basically the protein content of nitrogens, carbon, hydrogen, oxygens, and also the nitrogen content in protein. And that's why they are present in different type of milk products, milk and milk products. After that, meat and meat products, just like a fish, egg, and poultry farms. Next is pulses, different type of dals, different type of nuts and oil seeds. After that, protective foods and regulatory foods वो होते हैं जहाँ पर if you are suffering from any type of deficiencies और उससे आपको rectified करना है या उससे overcome होना है, तो we can take that vitamins and minerals, and especially present in fruits. And that type of fruits, yellow and orange fruits, that is mango and papaya, citrus fruits, lemon, orange and mosambis, and other type of fruits also present, apple and bananas, etc. Next is vegetable, that is called as green leafy vegetables, yellow and orange type of vegetable, that is carrot and pumpkin. Other type of fruits, that is called as bean and cauliflowers, and root type of vegetable, that is potato and yams, that is and rich type of carbohydrates present in different type of fruits. Now next, what do you mean by nutrition? Now nutrition is the physiological changes of our body and their physical, or it is called as physiological importance of our body, and that requires the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water and fibers, that is called as roughage, in equally present of your diets. Now next is the different type of food stuffs contain the different type of nutrients and the different type of amounts, correct, proportionate, and our body needs to each nutrients in a specific amounts, and that amounts required to necessary changes of physiological functions and also develop in overall growth and development of our body. Next is the nutritions also mentioned there, that is chemical substances changes through the food and that required body for the energy, growth and the maintenance of our body. Now, as per the distribution of three different type of nutrients are there. First is macronutrients. According to this, macronutrients content of fat, carbohydrates and proteins. We'll discuss one by one. Now, first carbohydrates. Carbohydrate, it is an organic type of different type of compounds, mixtures of carbon, hydrogen and oxygens, and the tendency which will take in our body provide their energy, that is 4 calorie in a per grams. And the different type of founds in different type of foods which were required. There are the 3 types of carbohydrates are there: monosaccharides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. These are the different type of sugar type of contents which were present in carbohydrates. First we'll discuss disaccharides, after that polysaccharides and their different type of sources. Now first is disaccharides. The disaccharides, when the monosaccharides are combined together, and that is called as maltol, sometimes maltol combination of glucose and 2 glucose, the lactose, it is a combination of glucose plus galtose, and also the we can example is sarcose, that is a glucose and the fructose, means combination are there. It is a mixture of 2 type of monosaccharides, means आप दो monosaccharides मिला के disaccharides बनता है. And the simple type of sugar, mono plus disaccharides, it is found in fruits, and the sources, that is called as glucose and their fructose. And next is milk, also present. Milk में lactose होता है, and the sweet provided basically in the commercially which are added in the food, that is called as sweetened, means sweet content वहाँ पर added होता है, and that are provided on a spoilage and other different type of structure and their different type of texture के लिए इसको develop करते हैं. Next is polysaccharide, जहाँ पर quantity more than 2 units होते हैं, and यहाँ पर combination of monosaccharides jointly together होते हैं, and that starch and the fibers दोनों का mixture होता है, and that is called as cellulose. And that is called आप बोल सकते हो one type of complex type of sugars, यानी कि मोनोसैक्राइड एंड डाइसैक्राइड जो होते हैं वो सिंपल टाइप ऑफ शुगर होते हैं, बट पॉलीसैक्राइड्स क्या होते हैं, वो कॉम्प्लेक्स टाइप ऑफ शुगर्स होते हैं, होल ग्रेन्स होते हैं, रिच राइस, ओट्स, पोटैटो, ब्रेड्स, लेग्यूम्स, कॉर्न्स एंड फ्लेवर्स होता है. बेसिकली डाइसैक्राइड्स और मोनोसैक्राइड्स एक सिंपल टाइप ऑफ चेन होता है, इसलिए उसको सिंपल टाइप ऑफ शुगर बोला जाता है. बट पॉलीसैक्राइड्स एक लॉन्ग टाइप ऑफ चेन होता है, इसलिए उसको कॉम्प्लेक्स टाइप ऑफ शुगर बोला जाता है. डाइसैकेराइड्स जो बेसिकली हमारी बॉडी में डाइजेस्ट होने में वेरी लेसर टाइम पीरियड लगता है, बट पॉलीसैकेराइड्स जो होता है वो हमारी बॉडी को डाइजेस्ट होने में, एनी टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट डाइजेस्ट होने में इट इज़ अ प्रोलॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम लगता है. व्हाट आर द सोर्सेज ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स? दे आर इन राइस, different type of grains, bread, pasta, milk, fruits, root vegetables, sugar, different type of products that is sweetened contents like a jam, jelly, honey and different type of jaggeries. Now next is protein, that is also chemical name is amino acids. Protein chemical compounds that is present in nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen तो present होता ही होता है, but इसके साथ साथ nitrogen भी present होता है. Now protein that is type of complex type of structure होता है, that's why they are containing of amino acids. There are present around 20 amino acids in our body. 9 amino acids that is called as essential amino acids जो हमें basically required होते हैं, and 11 amino acids जो होते हैं हमें non essential amino acids बोलते हैं, जो कि different type of synthesize through body में हमारी पहुँचते हैं. What are the functions of the proteins? Are majorly structures and their functional component of our body. Amino acids that chains are differently complex type of proteins which are present in our body. Basically proteins के लिए हमें hair, nail, different type of muscle, skins and organ through their organ of bloods, hormones of enzymes को develop करने के लिए होता है. What are the sources which we can take? Many more are there, but few are milk and milk products, fish, egg, poultry forms, poultry bodies and their meats, legumes and different type of grains which we are required. Now proteins of amino acids, total 9 essential amino acids are there and 11 non-essential amino acids are there in our body. Now next is fat, that is chemical name is lipids. Then lipids our diets, basically diet proteins में required होते हैं, that is oil and fats में required है, प्रेजेंट होता है. ऑयल और बेसिकली हमारी बॉडी में हमारी बॉडी के टेम्परेचर को हायर करने के लिए विच वी आर टेकन इन करते हैं, यूज़ करते हैं. द फैट्स आर द सॉलिड एट प्रेजेंट और इन रूम टेम्परेचर्स को भी इंक्रीज करने के लिए किया जाता है. इट इज़ अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ फैटी एसिड्स एंड दैट मेक देयर लिपिड्स एंड देयर सॉलिड. The fatty acids basically there are the 3 different types, but we'll discuss on 2, that is called as saturated and unsaturated. Depend upon the presence of our double bound or single bonds are present or structure of our body. Now the first is saturated fat. What is the saturated fat? Saturated fats it is called as animal fats हम इसको बोलते हैं. It is हमारे highly हेल्थ रिस्क को डेवलप करता है या बढ़ाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज LDL, यानी लो डेंसिटी लेप्रोप्रोटीन्स है और ये हमारी बॉडी के लिए वेरी हार्मफुल होता है. ना कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल को इंक्रीज करता है एंड लेस कोलेस्ट्रॉल देन हमारी बॉडी में 7% टोटली कैलोरीज को इम्प्रूव करता है, बढ़ाता है. बेसिकली व्हाट आर दी सोर्सेज? दैट इज कॉल्ड एज देसी घी बोल सकते हो आप, बटर्स, चीज, क्रीम्स, रेड मीट्स, बेक्ड प्रोडक्ट्स, other type of full dietary products, and the main sources of different type of saturated fats is most present in the diets, coconuts and the palm oil, and also content of saturated fats. Now next is unsaturated fat, that is called combination of monosaturated and polysaturated. They are also replace the saturated fat in our diet, also reduce their blood cholesterol levels and the lower the chances of risk of heart disease. What are the sources? Olive oil, peanuts, palm oils, rice, till, that is called as sesame oils, and other type of nuts or walnuts in a rich क्या develop करते हैं? It will develop on monosaturated fats. What is the sources? PUFA means polyunsaturated fat that includes their vegetable oils, mustard oil, soya bean, corn, sunflowers, cauliflowers oils, and their different type of flax. Now next is water. Why we take that water? Water is an inorganic compounds of our body. Present of basically the compounds is hydrogen and oxygen. Our body content make up to 60% total weight of our body. It includes why we are taken through their body fluids, including their blood, saliva, digestive juices, through their urine, sweats, and their different type of perception. What are the functions? Water temperatures, waters can play the important role of our body to maintain the body temperatures. It is also a universal solvent होता है. वाटर में हमारी बॉडी सेल्स और डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ टू कीप देयर मॉइस्ट रखने के यूज़ करते हैं. बेसिकली द वाटर द सोर्सेज ऑफ दैट वाटर बेवरेजेस हम यूज़ करते हैं, दैट इज द डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट्स में टी, कॉफ़ी, फ्रूट जूसेस, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ड्रिंक्स. In other type of foods which the water are present, that is called as vegetable, fruits, milks, cereals, and their different type of pulses. Now next is micronutrients. It contains of two types are there, जो कि हमारी डाइट में वेरी लेसर अमाउंट्स में हम यूज़ करते हैं, एंड विटामिन्स एंड मिनरल्स आर देयर. We'll discuss one by one. Now the first vitamins, there are two type of vitamins are there, water soluble and fat soluble. Total 13 vitamins are there in our body. First the water में जो present होते हैं and fat में जो easy type में dissolve नहीं होते. We'll discuss one by one. Now the first water solubles. Now first B1 that is called as thiamines. The work is a coenzymes में यूज़ किया जाता है, important nerves function के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. It is basically needed for DNA and RNA means यूज़ करेंगे सिंथेसाइजेशंस के लिए. डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सोर्सेस हो सकते हैं, होल ग्रेन्स हो सकते हैं. फ्यू आर देयर, पल्सेस हैं, नीड्स हैं, सीड्स हैं, मशरूम्स हैं, ग्रीन पीन्स हैं, बीन्स हैं, एग यॉल्क हैं, एंड देयर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मीट्स हैं. नेक्स्ट इज विटामिन B2 दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रेबोफ्लेविन. टू कोएंजाइम्स मिलकर बना हुआ है यहाँ पर, फ्लेविन मोनोन्यूक्लाइड एंड फ्लेविन एडेनाइड डी नाइक्लाइड्स मीन्स दोनों मिक्सअप मेटाबॉलिज्म्स के थ्रू होते हैं. इंपॉर्टेंस बेसिकली नॉर्मल ऑफ विजन्स एंड स्किन के लिए हेल्थी होते हैं. मिल्क एंड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स रिक्वायर्ड्स हैं यहाँ पर, एग, लीवर्स, किडनी, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स के लिए हमें रिक्वायर्ड्स हैं. बेसिकली ब्रोकलीस हो गया, होल ग्रेन्स हो गया, सीरियल्स एंड लेग्यूम्स हमें रिक्वायर्ड्स हैं. Next is vitamin B3 that is called as niacin. Chemical name is niacin. Basically the part of coenzymes and nicotinamide adenines dinucleotides and nicotinamide adenines dinucleotide phosphates needed of our body for metabolisms and important of basically nervous systems, digestive systems and especially for skin के लिए हमें required होता है. What are the sources? Whole grains, pulses, meats, poultry forms, fish, vegetables के लिए यूज होते हैं. एग एंड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए यूज़ होते हैं. विटामिन B5 पाइथोनिक एसिड्स कोएंजाइम्स हैं, बेसिकली नीडेड फॉर एनर्जी फॉर मेटाबॉलिज्म्स. होल सीड्स, होल स्प्रेड्स, फूड्स, मिल्क, मीट्स, पीनट्स एंड एग्स के लिए थ्रू देयर आर द सोर्सेज विच आर प्रेजेंट इन अवर बॉडी. नेक्स्ट वाटर सॉल्युबल्स इन अवर बॉडी, विटामिन B6 पायरोडेक्सामिन्स बोलते हैं. मोर chemical names are there but the basically pyridoxine vitamin B6 को बोला जाता है. It is a coenzymes products pyridoxine phosphate needed for the proteins. Amino acids basically proteins का products है and coenzymes required for carbohydrates, fats and protein metabolisms के लिए. It does also help in white blood cells and hemoglobins के लिए होते हैं. Basically what are the sources? That is meat, poultry, fish, nuts, sunflowers, seeds, pulses, whole grains, spinach, bananas and potatoes में. After that B7 biotin, it is function basically metabolisms के लिए, reactions के लिए and coenzymes for reactions के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. What are the sources? Different type of foods है, organ meats हैं, such as livers and different type of kidneys जो animal products में होते हैं. Egg yolks, nuts such as almonds हैं, peanuts हैं, walnuts हैं, many more soyabeans हैं, legumes हैं, whole grains हैं, bananas हैं, cauliflowers हैं, mushrooms हैं and आप और भी अदर प्रोडक्ट्स हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं. विटामिन B9 फॉलिक एसिड यानी फॉलिटेट बोलते हैं एंड दैट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ कोएंजाइम्स फॉर मेकिंग DNA एंड न्यू सेल्स के लिए रिक्वायर्ड होता है. RBCs रेड ब्लड सेल्स, फॉर्मेशंस ऑफ न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स नीडेड फॉर मेंटेनेंस ऑफ नॉर्मल ब्लड प्रेशर्स एंड रिड्यूसिंग देयर रिस्क ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कैंसर्स. What are the sources? Green leafy vegetables, particularly spinach, pulses, oranges, juices, livers, and other type of vegetables like a cabbage, cauliflowers, broccolis are also present in good sources of our foods. Next is water solubles. Next is vitamin B12. को हम केमिकल नेम इज कोबालामाइन. द पार्ट ऑफ टू एंजाइम्स कोएंजाइम्स हैं दैट इज मिथाइन कोबालामाइन्स, 5 डॉक्सिन आइडोसिन्स कोबालामाइन नीडेड फॉर मेकिंग देयर न्यू सेल्स, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर नर्व फंक्शंस. It is also present sources are meat, poultry, fishes, seafoods, eggs, milk products and not found in there, also not found in इसमें फूड्स में, प्लांट फूड्स में नहीं मिलता है. नेक्स्ट इज विटामिन C, साइट्रिक फूड्स, एस्कॉर्बिक एसिड बोलते हैं, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स होते हैं, बेसिकली कॉलेजन फॉर्मेशंस ऑफ के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. कॉलेजन फॉर्म्स बेसिकली वुंड्स को हीलिंग के लिए, पार्ट ऑफ कोएंजाइम्स है, नीडेड फॉर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ प्रोटीन मेटाबॉलिज्म्स के लिए, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम्स को इम्प्रूव करते हैं, ऑल्सो हेल्प फॉर आयरन एब्जॉर्प्शंस के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट इज फाउंड इन फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल, स्पेशली इन साइट्रिक फूड्स, फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स इन कैबेज एंड कैबेज फैमिलीज एंड स्प्राउट्स, आंवला एंड गोवा में मिलता है. Next is fat soluble vitamins, and first vitamin A, that is called as retinol, and that present in visions के लिए, dim visions, healthy skins के लिए, muscus membranes के लिए, for growth of skeletal muscles के लिए, immunity systems को improve करने के लिए. What are the sources? Milk, cheese, creams, butters, eggs, dark green leafy vegetables, red and yellow fruits and vegetables में present होते हैं. Next is vitamin D, needed for the absorption in calcium and phosphorus, decomposition of calcium and phosphorus in their bones, especially in egg yolks, livers, fatty fish, different type of expose their sunlights, skins and making their vitamin D के लिए हम use करते हैं. विटामिन ई बेसिकली एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स है, प्रोटेक्ट देयर सेल एंड वॉल्स के लिए. पॉलीसेचुरेटेड फैट ऑयल्स बेसिकली जो सोयाबीन ऑयल, कॉर्न ऑयल, कॉटन सीड्स ऑयल्स, सनफ्लावर ऑयल्स, ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स, वीट गम्स, होल ग्रेन्स प्रोडक्ट लाइक लीवर्स, एग, यॉल्क्स, नट्स एंड सीड नट्स में प्रोवाइडेड होता है. नेक्स्ट इज विटामिन के, दैट इज प्रेजेंटली नीडेड फॉर प्रॉपर ब्लड क्लोटिंग्स में हेल्पफुल होते हैं. ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स, दिस आर द सोर्सेज, कैबेज है, मिल्क, एंड ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूस्ड इन अ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंटेस्टाइनल ट्रैक्ट्स बाय द बैक्टीरियाज में डेवलप होता है. नेक्स्ट इज मिनरल्स, इट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स, मैक्रो एंड माइक्रो मिनरल्स, जो कि हमारी बॉडी में हम लार्ज टेंडेंसी में लेते हैं और माइक्रो वेरी लेसर अमाउंट में लेते हैं. वैसे तो मिनरल्स हम बॉडीज़ में जो डाइट्स में होता है वेरी लेसर अमाउंट्स में इनटेक करते हैं, बट इसमें भी कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं जो हम काफ़ी टेंडेंसी में लेते हैं और एक लेसर अमाउंट में लेते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज माइक्रो. Now macronutrients, first it is sodium, needed for fluid balance, regulation for alkaline, acidic, body fluids, nerve transmission and the muscles contractions के लिए. डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सोर्सेज हैं, टैबलेट सॉल्ट्स हो गया, सोया सोर्सेज हो गया, लार्ज अमाउंट प्रोसेस्ड फूड्स होते हैं, स्मॉल अमाउंट इन मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स हैं एंड अनप्रोसेस्ड मीट्स होते हैं. क्लोराइड्स हैं, नीडेड फॉर प्रॉपर ब्लड फ्लूइड्स एंड स्टमक एसिड्स के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं. टैबलेट सॉल्ट्स हैं, सोया सॉस हो गया, लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोसेस्ड फूड्स के लिए, स्मॉलर अमाउंट में मिल्क, मीट्स, ब्रेड एंड वेजिटेबल्स हैं. पोटेशियम है, नीडेड फॉर प्रॉपर फ्लूइड्स बैलेंस, नर्व ट्रांसमिशंस एंड देयर मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के लिए. सेम द सोर्सेज, मीट, मिल्क, फ्रेश फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स एंड इट इज एंड द होल ग्रेन्स एंड पल्सेस. नेक्स्ट इज कैल्शियम है, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर हेल्दी बोन्स एंड टीथ. It also help for muscles relaxation and contraction. It has also helped for nerve function, especially in blood clotting, especially in blood pressures regulation, immunity systems for health को develop करते हैं. After that, milk and milk product, basically fish with bones and frosted soya milk, green broccoli, mustard leaves and pulses. Basically, these are the sources. Next is phosphorus. Important for healthy bones, teeth found in every cells, and it is a part of systems that maintain the different type of acidic balance in our body. Next, what are the sources? That is a meat, fish, poultry-forms, eggs, milks, and different type of processed foods. Next is sulfurs, found in proteins molecules. Occurs basically different type of proteins present in meats, fish, egg, milk, and different type of fish, pulses, and nuts में provided है. Next, microminerals are iron. Very important type of iron found in minerals, basically that essential in our red blood cells and hemoglobin के required है. Part of myoglobin needed for muscle contractions के लिए, needed to energy metabolism, enhance the crucials helping to the performing their physical works. Now organs, meats, basically red meat, fish, egg yolk, whole pulses, whole grains, cereals, dried food, dark leafy vegetables, mustard oils, mustard greens, banana, iron enriched breads, cereals and their fortified cereals required. Now after that, zinc is part of many enzymes needed for synthesize proteins के लिए and genetic materials के required होते हैं. It is also the functions of the taste perceptions, wounds healings, production of sperms and different type of growth and development, sexual menstruations and important for immunity systems के लिए. It is also the sources meat, fish, whole grains and vegetables are there. Maybe the green leafy vegetables basically required. Iodine products basically found in thyroid hormones, which help to regulate their regulation of their growth and development and also their metabolisms of our body. Next is seafoods, food growth in iodine rich soils, iodized salt, bread and dietary products. नेक्स्ट इज सीलियम एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स होते हैं, बेसिकली फाउंड इन मीट, सी फूड्स एंड ग्रेन्स. आफ्टर दैट कॉपर्स, पार्ट ऑफ मेनी एंजाइम्स needed for iron metabolism, basically present in pulsate, needs and seeds, whole grains and organs, meats and drinking type of waters में हमें required हैं. Next is microminerals. Microminerals basically magnesiums, parts of many coenzymes, wider spreads of their foods, especially present in plant foods. Fluorides are involved in formation of bones and teeth, help for prevent of टूथ डिकेज, मीन्स दांत जो सड़ जाते हैं वहाँ पर उसको हेल्पफुल करता है. ड्रिंकिंग वाटर बेसिकली फिश एंड मोस्ट ऑफ टीज रिक्वायर्स. क्रोनियम्स बेसिकली वर्क क्लोजली टू इंसुलिन फैक्टर्स को रेगुलेशन के लिए, ब्लड शुगर को कंट्रोल लेवल करते हैं. ऑर्गन्स ऑफ देयर मीट्स स्पेशली इन लीवर एंड होल ग्रेन्स, नट्स एंड चीज में प्रोवाइडेड होता है. मायोबाइडियम्स दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन एंजाइम्स. पल्सेस, ब्रेड्स, ग्रीन्स, ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स, मिल्क एंड लीवर्स में प्रेजेंट होता है. Now the references which I have taken, that is CBSE curriculum 24-25 and the CBSE academics, CBSE handbooks which are present in CBSE academic sites. Thank you.